Hi everyone, so today we're going to look at partitioning numbers into tens and ones. So we talked a little bit before about how numbers can be split into two different parts, namely tens and ones, and three-digit numbers can be split into hundreds, tens and ones. So I'm just going to show you using deans how we can partition numbers. So at school we would use these. These are called deans. We have got long thin rods like this which represent tens, and we have got smaller cubes like this which represent ones, and our hundreds are bigger ones and they look like this. We won't use them for now. So if I was to represent the number 15, now I know that 15, looking at it, if I pop my tens and ones column on top there, I has got 110 because there is a 1 underneath the tens column, and it has got 5 ones. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now similarly, if I were to represent the number 46, I would go, okay, well I've got 4 tens and ones. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, and I need another one to make 6 ones there. So we can do the same with with hundreds as well, looking at this one. Hundreds, tens and ones, or hundreds, tens and units, whichever. So let's say we are looking at the number 150. So we put H, T, O on top of that. Sorry, that's very. So we've got 100, which we can pop in there, 5 tens, there we go, and 2 ones, and there is my number partitioned. Now if you don't have deans at home, I draw them in. So for example, if I use the number 39, I can draw 3 tens just like that, 1, 2, 3, and 9 ones, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now there are different ways of partitioning, and we can move these around as much as we wish. So when we partition 39, the number sentence that we would write would be 30 plus 99. So I've asked you in today's lesson to find as many different ways as you can of partitioning 39 or whatever number it might be. So what I can do is I can actually get rid of this, and I'm going to bring it here. Okay? And that is going to make 20. You've got 2 tens in here, which make 20, and a 10 and 9 ones, which would be 20, and 19 is 39. We could then find another way by getting rid of a 10 here, bringing it over here, which would leave us with 1 10 over here, I'll write it over here, plus 29 equals 39. So there are lots and lots of different possibilities for writing and partitioning numbers. So we'll have a little look at partitioning 2-digit numbers without using deans. So let's say, for example, we use the number 85. Okay. Now I can separate them into 2 parts, and that would be an 80, and that would be a 5. I can find another way of doing it. I could say move a 10 over here. So I've got 70 left here and 15 here. I could then find another way, and I could put 60 in here, 25 in here. So there are lots and lots of possibilities for most numbers. So if you're going to do that with 3-digit numbers, the only difference would be is that you'd have 3 parts to separate into rather than just 2. Okay, so you would say 135, and you can do the same thing. You can move a 10 over here, you can move a 10 over here even, and find as many different ways as you can of representing those numbers.